SQL Server aggregate functions, they perform calculations on a set of values and return a single value. Right? So they are commonly used with a group by clause to group rows that have the same values in specified columns into summary rows. Let's just go through some of the examples of the main aggregate functions using the previous tables that we created. I think we have like the employees table that we created previously. So the first thing that I will want to do is to switch and use the correct database. I think it was online shop. Online shop. Must be this one. All right. So the first example, or the first function that we can look at is count. So count, it counts the number of rows in a data set. If a column name is given as an argument, then the count will actually return the number of rows where the column is not null, meaning where the column is not empty. So we can use it like select from select count, and then we can say employee ID as total employees, and then we can say from the employee table, employees table. Let me just fix the employee ID. So we can actually see the total number of employees that we have. It's 11. Now we also have sum. So sum is used to calculate the sum of numeric values. For example, we could calculate the total salaries or salary expense just to see how much the company is using, or what is the expense of the total salary. So we can just say here we can sum the salary bill as total expense or salary expense from our table there. So if we execute, then you can see this is an aggregated, or this is a summed up salary field. And then we can also calculate the average. So let's say if we want to know the average salary from the what is the average salary in our employees table, and we can use AVG. AVG is for average, and then we can just say as average average salary, and then if we execute, then we can actually see the average salary. Then we've got minimum and maximum. So minimum, it returns the smallest value in the column, and then whereas maximum returns the largest value. So we can use it this way. Let's say we want to know the lowest salary and the highest salary in our table. So we can say select mean salary as a lowest salary, and then we also want to select a mix salary as the highest salary, as highest salary from employees. Just want to comment out these two. Now, if we go ahead and execute, then we can see the lowest salary, which is 30,000, and the highest salary of 71,000. And then we've already used a group by with aggregate functions. So group by is often used with aggregate functions to group the result set by one or more columns. Let's say we want to find the average salary by department. So we could actually do something like we can say select department, and then we want to find AVG. AVG salary is average salary, and then from the employees, and then we can actually group by the department, group by department. Group by department. So if we go ahead and execute, then we can actually see the average salary by department. Now, the query that we've used calculates the average salary for each department by grouping employees based on their department and then just applying the AVG functions to each group. Now, the first example that we made was the total employee count. They give us the number of rows or records in our tables, indicating that we have 11 employees in total. Then the total salary expense summed up all the salaries paid for the employees. And then the average salary across all the employees, it just provides an insight into the general salary level within the company. And then the lowest salary and the highest salary is just straightforward, indicating the range of salaries within the data set. And then the average salary by department breakdown shows the average salaries within each department, offering insight into departmental salary distributions as well. For instance, maybe the HR and IT departments have similar average salaries, which while the sales maybe has a notably lower salaries. So these aggregate functions and the group by clause are powerful tools that you can use in SQL for summarizing and analyzing data across different dimensions, just helping you to derive meaningful insight from the large data sets.